The Wally Show podcast is our daily radio show heard live through the WayFM app each morning and hosted by Wally, Gavin, and me, Betty Rock. For more fun, be sure to connect with us at wayfm.com/Wally.
The Wally Show podcast is brought to you by Colorado Christian University Online, where you can earn a degree online just like Betty Rock. You can learn more at ccu.edu/Wally. Who's excited to find out what's going on today?
It's that woo-woo.
It's news-ish on The Wally Show.
I've got some exciting news for all those Disney adults.
Oh, my wife will be very interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, I don't know so much. This is about single adults.
Oh.
Single Disney adults.
And is there a reason they're still single? Maybe.
Well,
I'm married to one that I'm like,
Well, there is a Disney adult. He was going on a date with someone. I think they were supposed to meet him in the park. I'm not sure, but they left him high and dry, like didn't even show up. And so he got really sad about it, got tired of the fact that he kept getting left on red.
Well, I hope he just went to It's a Small World then. Makes you happy. It's the beauty of it.
Or creeped out. So he decided, you know what? I'm gonna take matters into my own hands. He created his own Disney adult dating app.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And it's called Single Riders.
Love that name.
Which is a great name because that's what you call yourself if you're by yourself and you're riding one of the rides. You're a single rider. So anyways, his name is Joe the Bearded Nerd. That's what he goes by. And his he actually hasn't got it. It's not implemented just yet, but he is reaching out to anyone who wants to speak up about it. But he's asking for features that you would like to see on this new dating website or app. And some people are saying, you know what, kind of like your wife, maybe she wants to enjoy the park for the day, but she's by herself. You can find other single riders in the park that don't have anyone to ride with. Maybe you can make a friend.
I have a slight problem with that, being married.
I'm just saying. But, you know, I Googled it to see, and I'm not really sure why it is. People have different reasons as to why. Why Disney adults give you the ick.
Right. And I get that. I do understand it. There are some, like my wife loves Disney, but I wouldn't totally put her in the Disney adult category. That's the next level, the upper echelon of people that are super into something, you know, and to the where you're like, okay, it might be a smidge much.
Now, see, I am trying to, I love Marty to death.
Yeah.
I think she's an amazing woman, but I would consider her a Disney adult for sure.
Yeah,
when
maybe.
she wants to do turn the key in one of the Disney stores so she can get a special key.
Yeah.
When I see her all the time in a Mickey Mouse jean jacket.
Yeah, that's true.
She wants all the different ears, and then you even raised a little Disney adult.
Yeah.
And then she found a Disney adult to marry.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
you're honestly the only Disney adult not in your family.
I know, because I like it and it's fine, but I could do without it.
Also, too, your wife, Disney adult, she makes you dress up as Disney characters to go to Disney.
Only for Halloween.
Just that one.
Oh, no, because we have Disney Bounded before. That's where you dress in a way that is like an homage to a character. Like say you were going to do Mickey, you would have red pants on, like red shorts.
From Up, right?
Well, that was for the actual Halloween thing. So that makes sense. But yeah, the other ones where you wear like white shoes and red shorts and like.
So that makes you a Disney adult?
I
have news for you, sir.
Yeah.
You are married to a Disney adult, and if something happens to you, I won't be surprised if I see Marty on this new dating app.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me either, actually. And good for her. I hope she finds someone that loves it as much as she does.
This is no time to panic. This is the perfect time to panic.
Uplifting WayFM, this is The Wally Show. If you want to win a prize right now, you can. You're going to take on either Betty Rock or myself, depending on who wins this round of the 5-second game. What it is Gavin is going to give us a topic, and we will have 5 seconds to name 3 things inside of that topic. Normally, it doesn't seem hard. It could be like something so simple, like 3 types of trees. But the second you hear this, Betty Rock and I both come undone. Like,
Panic.
We are not good under pressure.
Panic.
Yeah. And so if I was in the movie Speed with Sandra Bullock, everyone would not have made it out alive because I would have panicked. And so Who do you want to start with, Gavin?
Ooh.
Your call.
I'll let you go first.
Me? Okay, so let me get my finger on the button and give it to me.
Okay, 3 different breeds of cat.
A Mancoon, a tabby cat, and a calico cat.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to let him have it
Yeah.
for sure, but I think I want to point out that he said, name 3 types of cats, and you go, okay, then you hit the button. You have to hit the button immediately.
Okay, but
and then think.
I am having to do a lot of different jobs.
I know you are. Maybe can Gavin do it?
I think he can.
I think so.
But I also did have a lot of time to spare. So anyway.
He had a lot of time to spare.
I did have a lot of time to spare.
Okay, I'm ready.
So that's Wally 1,
Good
Betty none yet.
Okay, so I'm going to press it.
Okay.
3 different reality TV shows.
Wait a minute.
Wow,
he didn't
Now
even
you've had
finish.
time to think. 3 different types of reality TV shows.
Survivor, Housewives.
No, come
Big
on!
Brother!
Bachelor?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness!
Isn't Dateline kind of reality?
No, I wouldn't say Dateline
No,
is, but yeah,
that's-
Survivor, Amazing Race. Again, the pressure gets you. Okay, no point there. Wally could win it right here. You could be taking on Wally if I get my 3 right.
Okay.
Are you hitting the button this
I'm
time?
going to hit the button this time.
Okay.
I'm curious if you I'm sure you know this. Okay, 3 different brands
Hit the button.
of guitar.
Oh, what brands?
Hit the
Gibson,
button.
Schecter, and Elton, no! You got in my head, Kramer. Oh my, Washburn.
Okay, my turn.
Okay, Betty, tie it up 3 different card games.
Oh.
Uno, Skip-Bo.
Yep. Oh,
and,
no.
And
This
Dutch
is
Blitz.
All right, give it to me, Gavin.
Okay, so for you, I'm going to go back to some animals.
Dang it.
3 different breeds of dog.
Oh, a border collie. Stop. Old Yeller. No. Irish setter.
Old Yeller is a type of dog. I like that. Is it a dead dog?
Yes. Did he say?
rabies
I
dog?
thought he said types of dead dogs.
Why did I say that?
That's what I thought you said. That's all I
man.
heard. Dadgummit, that was an easy one too.
See what happens when you stop cheating?
I know. All right, Betty Rock, you can win it right here.
Okay, I'm ready.
Man, let's go
Ready.
with it. It's funny, you said it earlier. 3 different types of trees.
Fur,
Nope, she's done.
red, yellow.
All right, well, we do not have a clear winner, which means you're going to get to pick who you want to go against right now in this round of whatever this is, a 5-second game. Okay, that was a disaster. Okay, so you
Old
get
Yeller.
to pick who you want to take on.
Old Yeller.
855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM.
This is no time to panic. This is the perfect time to panic.
All right, Kimberly, you are up for the 5-second game here on the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM. Now, Betty Rock and I had an inconclusive round. We both did really badly. So you get to pick who you want to take on. So who's it going to be, Betty or myself?
I think you.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, I think I did better than Betty, but
Because he cheated.
No.
Right, Kimberly?
All right, Kimberly. So Gavin's going to give us a subject, all right? And then we were going to take turns ping-ponging back and forth, naming one thing at a time in that list until one of us cannot name anything or we repeat something the other person said. You ready?
Yes.
You will go first, and so you name one thing to this.
Okay, different types of soda.
Different sodas. Okay, go.
Coke.
Pepsi.
Root beer.
Diet Coke.
Ginger ale.
The Beverly, which is a Coke product at Disney, and it's horrible. It's the worst Coke product ever.
Sprite.
Root beer.
She already said
I
root
said
beer.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Did she
You
really?
were too quick to brag, and you weren't listening.
It's not that I don't believe you, but Gavin, can you run that back for me, please? Just I have to hear it for myself.
Root beer.
Kimberly's the winner!
Here's what I'm bothered by. Betty never listens to me at all. Doesn't hear a word I say normally. And then today, she chooses to listen and catches me.
Yeah.
And Kimberly, you're a winner today.
Thank you.
Whose dish is on the chopping block?
Sometimes in life, you have very tough decisions to make. And that's why we ask you to help us. Hey, it's the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM. I don't want to make this decision myself. I'm friends with a lot of these people, and if I start dropping their songs, it could affect our relationship negatively, okay?
Wow, that's putting a lot of weight on your friendships.
Yeah, it really is. And so here's the deal. We're running out of time in the hour. We have 2 songs. We only have time to play one of these 2 songs. And I can't make this decision myself. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Right.
That's where you come in. You're like the person that comes into a new company and just cleans house without regard for anything.
Wally wants peace.
I
and
do.
he wants everyone to get along.
Yep.
Like, that's just who he is as a person.
Thank you for seeing me.
And so he needs someone to be the evil villain because it just doesn't come natural to him.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to tell you the 2 songs that are up for chopping, okay? And you tell us which of these 2 songs you want to keep, which one do you need to hear today, and why. Why do you love this song maybe more than the other one? And so I don't have to hurt anybody that I know their feelings because they put a lot into these things.
Right.
You just tell us which one you want to, hear and why. So with that said, Gavin, you have our final 2 songs. What are they?
The first one is Colton Dixon and his song Up and Up.
Oh, I would chop this in a second. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I love Colton. I just love giving Colton a hard time. Oh, this is a tough one.
If I get down, you pick me up from the ground. You give me love that don't give out, giving no conditions.
Love that. Love that song. Great song. Very boppy. Really good vibe today, too. What's the other song up for chopping?
Going up against an industry icon in Jeremy Camp and his song Again.
Here you are again, forgiving, redeeming my heart again, standing me up.
I would not personally chop this one because Jeremy knows where I live. And he could hurt me
He'll chop
badly.
you.
He will. He will chop me in half with a pinky.
Right.
He's that strong. He's that much of a man.
He'll beat you up.
Oh, easy. I arm wrestled him. I don't even call it arm wrestling. We did an arm wrestling bit one time. He took my arm, snapped it off in less than a second. Like I 1, 2, 3, and I was done. Like it was crazy. So, okay, don't worry about my safety here. You just tell us which is the song that you want to hear today. So, of those 2 songs, which one are you going to chop and which one are you going to keep and why? Okay? So, tough decision to make today, but I appreciate you helping us out here. So, 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. And you can help us make this decision. Thank you. Which of these 2 songs are you wanting to keep and which one are you chopping?
I really want to keep Jeremy Camp. I love that song. Even though I love Colton,
Yeah.
he's definitely a classic. I
been
love
chopped.
Jeremy Camp.
Thank you. You actually have saved a life today. That life is mine because I do not cross Jeremy Camp. And you've also underscored something that we have known for years here and still don't know why. Betty Rock, what is that?
It's because women cannot turn down Jeremy Camp and his buttery, soft voice.
Yeah.
Because there's something about him, I don't know what it is, but every woman in their minivan just melts.
We call it the camp continuum, and we don't know why.
Yeah.
And so you're living proof of that today. So why, though, do you want to hear this song? What is it about this song that resonates with you?
I just really love this song. I mean, it reminds me so much of God's faithfulness, and it's just beautiful. I love it. I love all of his songs. So.
There you go. See?
See?
There it is.
There we go. She's melting under his soft, buttery voice.
I am.
Well, Rachel, thank you for the help today, and she has proclaimed it. So Colton Dixon takes the chop, and Jeremy Camp takes the win. Here we go. It is Again by Jeremy for Rachel here on The Wally Show on Way FM.
Thank you.
Here I am again, back in the same place I've been so many times. Here I am again, losing the battle and thinking I'll never win this fight. I'm so...
Hey, Wally, do you have a minute?
Sorry, busy.
I have cake.
Oh, what do you need?
Yeah, see, that's a perfect example of even though we are busy, we make time for what's important.
Yeah, because going back to school as an adult, you're busy with work, you've got family, but if you want to make your education a priority, trust me, you can do it. Betty did.
Like when I first started, I was super intimidated because it had been a while since I've been in school. But I mean, from the very first conversation, I felt like they were setting me up for success.
Yeah, and going back to school with CCU's flexible online courses makes it so convenient.
Yeah, and what's so cool is every class has a biblical worldview perspective. And so you think, well, how can they turn math into a biblical worldview? They find a way.
Yeah, and that was one of my jobs when I was teaching at CCU, was integrating not just the facts and figures of things, but how your faith plays into what you're going to do.
CCU offers Christ-centered higher education, transforming students to impact the world with grace and truth.
Cultivate your mind without compromising your heart. Get started today at online.ccu.edu. Colorado Christian University is a non-profit impact partner.
Hey, it's Nate Bargatze. Excited to let you know that I am a voice on Wade now. So if you want to hear this in your car, I will see you on the road.
Nate Bargatze is not affiliated with Way FM, does not approve this message, or even know that Wally exists. It's news-ish on The Wally Show.
So KFC has launched a Kentucky Fried comeback with a complete new menu, a serious look for the Colonel, and a celebrity chef cameo, and free chicken promotion. So all in the name of reclaiming the position among its competitors as the #1 fried chicken quick serve restaurant. All that's great. But you know what would be a great place to start for KFC? Hiring good people that get the orders right and are kind. That's it. Like, that's it. I just solved your whole problem.
Yeah.
I love KFC. But I go there and they always get my order wrong. They always give me attitude. And so I go there maybe twice a year now. Mm-hmm. And I really love their product. What does Chick-fil-A have? Is it that much better? No.
Yes.
Not really. No, it's good.
It's not.
But it's the service, and the kids that are working there act like they want you to be there, and they're kind.
And I would say, too, that if you have good employees that are kind and that they're just good and they get the order right, you would put up with a lot more. Like if the food isn't all that great, you still want to come.
Yep. KFC is like an old boyfriend you broke up with and you run into him again years later and you think, well, time has passed. I bet he's different now. Let's go to coffee.
I can fix him.
Yeah, and you catch up with him and you realize he's exactly the same as he was and nothing has changed and he's still just as dysfunctional as he was before. But for some reason, you keep giving him chances. Maybe because he's good looking. I don't know.
Classic Colonel.
But that's KFC, man. Like the new CEO says they have a 3-pronged approach, putting fans in the forefront. That will be a series of failed attempts on social media for engagement by hiring a 22-year-old influencer to run your socials who tries to make chicken cool. Being more food obsessed, this will mean weird menu items that no one wants or needs from Kentucky Fried Chicken, and modernizing the customer experience and pricing. That means they'll have self-service kiosks to minimize the need for employees, and they will charge you more. This CEO did have some good one-liners, though. We're no longer being chicken about our chicken. She said, revealing the company's new exciting promo. Okay, now I will say this. Like, this promo sounds interesting to me. If you spend $15 on the app or the website, you get a free bucket of chicken. Oh. That bucket of chicken's pretty great.
That's pretty good, actually.
I know when I went to a church potluck, that was the first thing I went to.
Yeah, my family never could afford to bring the chicken, but when you saw that one like wealthy family at your church show up with like 2 buckets of chicken, one original and one extra crispy, as a kid, you're like, oh my gosh, my head is exploding right now. Because Kentucky Fried Chicken was that good. They just lost their way. So I hope that they can get back to what they were, because I would love to go there, more. But it's funny because they made the Colonel's face on the bucket of chicken. He's not smiling anymore. He's got a scowl, and the slogan is, he ain't smiling until you are. So they know they need a serious rebrand. But again, start by hiring good people that get the order right and be kind, and you're gonna be fine. Uplifting Way FM, this is The Wally Show. And you've heard of like red flags that you see in people like, oh, I don't know about that. But Betty Rock said that when I was out recently, she and Gavin on our podcast, which you can get for free, by the way, by texting TWS to 91979. We'll send you a link. It's the non-award winning podcast. Been nominated multiple times for all these awards, never won one. So worth checking out. So you guys were talking about red flags for yourselves, which I thought was fascinating.
Yeah, so we had a listener ask us, if you were to give yourself a red flag, what would it be? And so Gavin and I were thinking about it.
I love it.
And Gavin came up with one that made complete sense.
Yeah, for me it is genuinely my small bladder.
Sure, because we make fun of you for that a lot.
You do, but it is a genuine
it's a thing.
Concern,
probably a hindrance when it comes to social situations. My wife will tell you. She's like, if there's one thing I could change about you, which I don't ask her to give an example.
Yeah, I've never asked for that, but she just offers it up.
But she says the bladder. She wishes
You're always in the bathroom.
I am, but again, I drink a ton of water.
Yeah, sure.
A lot of coffee.
Okay.
But it's a small thing.
So that's his personal red flag. Betty Rock, I'm curious, what would your, someone who is basically borderline perfect, what would your own self-assessed red flag be? See what I did there? Now watch me act shocked.
I would say my red flag would be
Why are you thinking so hard?
Well, because there's so many to choose.
There are actually.
I would say it's hangriness. Okay.
Yes.
And nappiness.
Yeah.
So
you are nappy.
Yeah. So but it's a double-edged sword, because it's a good thing too, because it means if something's wrong with me, it can completely be turned around for the better if you just hand me a snack and give me a pillow for a nap.
That's what my friend Greg would say about his daughter Lily. As he used to always, and he told like her husband this, or anyone that dated her, he's like, if she's ever like inconsolable or is losing her mind or just something isn't right, he goes, feed her or put her to bed.
Yeah.
One of those two things, and in an hour, everything's great again.
And I would say I fall right into that category.
All right. I would say that my red flag would be, if I want to be your best friend, I will totally take up your hobby, even if it costs me a bunch of money, and I've never done it before. Betty Rock makes fun of me for this all the time. She's like, you're that needy girlfriend.
You are. You're that girlfriend. You know, you see those girls where they start dating this new guy, and all of a sudden now they're into football or hockey, and they never used to be, but now they're the biggest fan of it. And it's because they're just blinded by love. And I would say with Wally's situation, he does this with his best friends.
Yeah, and the red flag of that is you got someone that's super clingy. Now you got someone to go do stuff with, but yeah, it's a little creepy, honestly. So that's our 3 red flags for ourselves. We're going to do a red flag that we notice for each other as well, and then we'll take some of your self-assessed red flags as well, and we'll do that in 10 here on The Wally Show. Uplifting WayFM, this is The Wally Show, and recently Betty Rock and Gavin were talking about self-aware red flags, that they would tell somebody, hey, this is a red flag in me, which I think I respect that. And so then we thought, this would be fun. Let's come up with a red flag for each other that we could use to warn people about them. And so I have mine for Gavin. We'll start with him on this one.
I'm nervous.
Gavin is he's too nice.
Oh, thank goodness.
Is his red flag.
That's not a red flag.
But it is, though.
Wait, it is, because he's just taking all these things that make him mad and he's pushing them down. He's not dealing with them. He's just cramming them in there, kind of like stuff in the trash can. And what happens? It eventually pops. He's too nice. Like one of these days, when he pops, it is going to be epic.
There is a lot of like mean things Betty has said
that
are just down in here. You better watch out.
That's why I'm nice to him, because I know he's going to end up on the news one day. And we're just going to be begging him to turn himself in.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how that's going to go.
Wow.
That's funny.
That's great.
All right, Gavin, Betty, what is yours for me?
Okay, so for you, I chose your red flag is fast walker.
Oh,
okay,
yes.
Because
jingle.
Wally is only 1 inch taller than me, okay? Standing at a tall 5'6". Yeah, because I'm 5'5".
I thought you were like 5'3".
Oh, no, I'm 5'5". He's 5'6", okay? But I promise you, if you want someone to stand beside you as you walk through an airport or through a theme park, he is not your guy, because he gets tunnel vision, ADHD, am I right? And then he's just off.
Gone.
Off like a light. And you're just like, what happened?
My wife experienced this yesterday at Home Depot. We went to look at carpet, And I was excited about getting new carpet. And so I'm like, what's the process? Let's learn about it. Let's figure out what we want. And she was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't even know. She couldn't make a decision. So then she just shut everything down. And I'm getting older and I'm like, fine, let's go. Like, if you don't want to have fun with this, you want to do this, let's just go.
Treating her like a toddler.
Yeah,
Like a
I
kid
did.
that's misbehaving.
I did. I'm like, let's go.
Wow.
And so when I am done with something, I extricate myself from the situation. So I'm walking. I'm like, okay, I'm leaving. And I just start leaving. And she's like, why are you walking so fast? She's like 8 feet behind me.
You are so fast.
I know. You obviously don't want to be here, so we're going. Let's go. And
You're going to
so
run laps around the retirement home.
Oh, I am.
Someday.
Gavin, what was yours for Betty Lou then, her red flag?
It's all of the murder mystery
Yes.
interest to me, which, again, like...
Is that creepy?
It's sometimes, like, it's your whole personality.
Yeah.
Is, hey guys, I got a story for you.
Yeah.
And it's, you know that you're like, okay, I'm interested, but I also know that it's gonna be dark and it's gonna be scary.
I do. I like the creepy, like, we don't have the answer.
Yeah.
There's a boogeyman out there.
Yeah, she does do that.
And I do watch a lot of true crime. Is that scary?
Yeah, because like for some people they watch it to be entertained. For you, I think it's a handbook, like a tutorial.
So then maybe you two should be watching your back.
That is why we are worried.
We do.
We're worried for you, Betty, honestly. Okay, so let's do this. 855-33-WAY-FM. Before this, we kind of self-assessed our red flags. That's what we want you to do right now. What is that red flag you would tell somebody about yourself? Be honest now, because we were honest about ours. What is your red flag for yourself that you would throw out there when you first meet somebody? 855-33-WAY-FM. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. What is that red flag behavior that you have that you would be like, well, maybe this is something somebody should watch out for with me?
I'm not an A-type personality. However, there's been a lot of things in my life that have been out of my control. So now you can pretty much guarantee that I'm going to try to over-control every situation I'm in.
I appreciate your honesty in this, and I get you 100%. I am a control freak. I like to control people. I like to control situations. I like to control outcomes. And when I feel out of control, that's when I'm at my worst. That's when I get super paranoid. That's when I get vindictive.
You know, I've heard counselors and therapists say that those who want more control, it comes from fear.
Oh, absolutely.
That you fear a lack of control, so you just take on everything.
And what happens too is like that fear manifests in you, and then you then will act out in a way that is kind of counter to that. You either mask it with bravado, arrogance, confidence, things like that, when actually you're really insecure.
Yes.
Catherine gets me, or her. She gets her.
I get the both of us, because actually I have had people tell me that I'm intimidating, and I am like the least intimidating person in the world.
Me too. Like, I get the same thing, and I, like you, I'm just a wallflower.
What? Since when? I haven't met that version of Wally.
Me neither.
Well, Catherine, we appreciate you being on the show with us today. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
We're talking about red flag behavior, and those red flags, not that you see in other people, that maybe you see in yourself.
Yeah, so my biggest red flag I see in myself is that I just love taking care of baby things. I have my own 3 small kids, and I'm a NICU nurse, but I also have tons of baby chickens, and I just got baby piglets, and we are expecting a baby horse, and I just can't stop.
Big question, because I get it. You have your own babies, you work in a NICU, like all of that's great. What do you do when these things grow up? Do you get rid of them? Not your kids, but like the chickens and the horse?
Chickens have their own little personalities, which I don't think everybody knows. So they're like pets as well.
Mason, I have a bigger question, and that is, what does your husband think about this red flag of yours? Did he know it getting into a marriage with you, or no?
So this is a shared red flag. We are holding this red flag together. There are 4 hands on this red flag waving it. I will send him to the store to get animal feed, and he will come back with more baby chickens.
That's so funny. That you guys are perfect for each other then, because it's when you're out of balance that's a problem.
I mean, somebody should tell us to stop eventually.
See, my wife loves little things, like when they're small and cute, but then when they grow
like
up.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
Small.
She loved me when I was small and cute, and then now she wants to get rid of me.
We take this very seriously.
Very demure.
It's news-ish
Very mindful.
on The Wally Show.
Gavin, what you got?
When I'm home for the mail delivery, my dogs live up to the age-old rivalry between the mailman and the dog. Like they
go nuts?
They go nuts. They are defending the home vocally, and it scares me most of the time.
Yeah, I would hate being. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I would hate being a mailman that got chased like once a week or something, or every day by the same dog.
But as opposed to that, I love seeing stories of mailmen and good boys and good girls. There's this TikTok I love where he literally always has treats for the dogs because he delivers in the country. They get on the car, he's always like, "Hey, Fido!" Like he just sounds so happy. And there was another mailman in Texas named Ian who adopted a dog that he remembered from his old postal route. The owner of that dog was a Vietnam vet who had recently passed away, and his dog Floyd.
Oh, I like that name. That's a great dog name.
He ended up at the shelter. Ian found out about it, but he had to wait to make sure that no one related to the guy came to claim him, and no one did. So he is outside of the place just waiting for the doors to open so that he can go in on the first day that Floyd is available to be adopted, and took him home. And then someone who worked there said, "Oh, I'm so glad that that he's putting to rest the age-old rivalry between mailmen and dogs." It's a sweet story.
That is really sweet. I'm doing everything inside of my soul to not make it not sweet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think it's precious.
try.
No.
I wanna know
He
what
does
you're
it
thinking.
every single time. I think this is heartwarming. This is sweet, and we should just leave it there.
It is killing me.
It's fine.
How about we do this? How about I turn the mics off? I tell you what I was going to say, and then I turn the mics back on, so that way people listening don't think worse
How
of me.
about you practice self-control and just not say it at all?
I don't think I can.
Floyd got adopted, and I think it's precious, and we live in a beautiful,
You can always
beautiful
turn her
world.
mic down.
Yeah, that's a good idea. No, I think that is a beautiful story as well.
All right.
I'm going to hit the button that's going to start the next song, and then I'm going to tell you what I was going to say. Okay, so I think what he did was he put it... Uplifting Way FM, this is The Wally Show, and Betty Rock found a way to deal with her own anxiety by making other people anxious. And so, so she gave Gavin and I her anxiety.
That doesn't sound like me at all.
It's not healthy, but we're afraid of you now. And so thank you for that.
I didn't see a therapist until I met Betty.
I know, right?
Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
Thank you.
I take pride in that.
Yeah, she's doing better. We're worse off, but whatever. We do, in all seriousness, we talk about anxiety openly on the show and how, ways to get past it or to deal with it, constructively. And I don't know what it's like to have debilitating anxiety. I can be anxious, and I think there's definitely a difference. One alters your life and one is temporary. But I think maybe that there's a different from worries and fears that we carry differently versus having that debilitating anxiety. So I'm really curious what you think of when you hear this take I found on TikTok of all places.
The Bible says in Philippians 4:6, "Be anxious for nothing, but pray about everything." What if your anxiety has grown because your prayer life hasn't? What if that worry wasn't a signal to panic, but a signal to pray? See, you've been trying to carry what only God can carry. You've been trying to manage outcomes you were never meant to fight to control. See, peace isn't found in your ability to control the outcome. Peace is found in your willingness to surrender it to Him.
And I'd really like to hear your perspective if you've dealt with that debilitating anxiety, because I think this speaks to that. Because this is a tricky thing. And I love that quote that maybe the anxiety is a cue or a signal to pray more about something. Now, that's not to say it's going to cure the anxiety, just praying. But I believe there can be peace inside of that anxiety. Because I get that, say, Betty, you've dealt with this, and I'm sure you had people just say, well, just pray more and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And that's not the case.
Or they'd say, just calm down. Like, if I could, I would.
Yeah, exactly. And so when you hear this, is this something that makes you go, okay, maybe I do need to reframe how I view my own anxiety? Or do you hear this and go, that's garbage? Like, I don't agree with that at all. I'd really love to know what your take is on this. Either way, because again, as somebody that doesn't struggle in this area like that, I would love to hear your perspective. 855-33-WAY-FM is the number. That's 855-33-WAY-FM. We love having you on the show, and that's how you can have your voice heard right now. 855-33-WAY-FM. So what do you think about that?
I deal with anxiety bad, like Betty Rock, and I listen to you all every day, and I never call in, and it just happened to me today that I called and you all actually answered. I agree. I tell Jesus I'm sorry all the time that I don't trust him enough to just give all the anxiety to him. It's a lot more difficult, and I just hope he knows my heart.
Let me just encourage you here a second. He does know your heart. That's the beautiful thing about Jesus, is he knows your heart. He knows your struggle. He knows your effort. He knows your fears. He knows all of that stuff. And the beautiful thing about Jesus, and I go back to John 11:35, when Mary and Martha come to him when Lazarus is dead, and they're mad at him, and he weeps because he hurts for you when you're hurting. God doesn't condemn you. He doesn't judge you on these things. He knows what your life can be, and he hurts for and with you, and he wants to give you peace in all of those things that you do not understand, even about yourself.
Thank you. And I've been a Christian all my life, so it's hard to, talk about it, because if you've been a Christian all your life, people don't understand why you deal with anxiety.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, just pray more. Just have a better relationship with Christ. But see, the thing is, like anxiety, like any other medical thing, it's something that's imbalanced in your chemicals and in your brain that you can't control, And so just saying pray about it doesn't solve that issue. Getting therapy, getting medicine to balance you out so that you can more constructively process it is all a good thing.
And just so you know, I listen to you every day.
Well, we will try to make you less anxious.
Oh, thank you. I love to listen to you all.
Thank you! Did that help?
No, that made me jump. That's so rude.
So
Kim, I'm sorry.
It's funny because I've never been on the radio, and I've never called. I've never ever even attempted to call. And then today, when you was talking about anxiety, I was like, oh, I'm just going to try it. And then you answered.
Well, that's cool, because this show isn't for everybody, but it is for somebody every day, and I think today was you.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, this is super cool and so on time. Check this out. It's Leanna Crawford's Still Waters. This is the perfect song after this conversation.
Great and Marine set at 103. Write scripture on your heart for when you need it. 'Cause anxiety hates Psalm 23. So just say it to yourself.
So what do you think about that clip?
Well, I'm actually really excited that you're discussing this today. The first thing I want to say is anxiety is absolutely not a sign of a lack of faith. I went through a time 10 years ago where I was absolutely gripped by fear, thinking that one of my children was very sick. And what I ended up needing was the healing from therapy that was provided by therapy of past trauma. Once I was healed from this past trauma, I gave myself wholly to God because I realized that He created me and loved me, and a God who loves us will absolutely be there. He'll get us through everything. We can give Him our children. We can give Him ourselves, our troubles. My anxiety is not completely gone because I do believe that it is a physical manifestation.
Sure.
And I strongly encourage people with anxiety to always pray about everything.
See, the thing I like about this clip is the perspective where he's not saying that pray because you're not praying enough and that if you pray more, the issue will be solved. I think what he's saying is maybe when that anxiety flares up, it's a reminder to spend more time praying. Maybe not even to solve the problem, but to find peace inside of the problem. because, like you said, it's a chemical thing for a lot of people, and that doesn't get solved overnight. Now, can God do it? Yes. Does he all the time? No. That's where doctors come in and medicine comes in and all these other things. But I think that you can pray for peace in the midst of that crazy chaos and storm in your brain, to help you process it and get through it a little bit more constructively.
For sure. And also knowing that even if what you think is the worst scenario ever happened in your life, God is there. He's going to get us through it. And on the other side of the scary scenarios, you have a story, a testimony.
So what do you think about that clip of audio?
It was like 20 years ago when my anxiety started, and praying more did help, but it didn't solve my anxiety, like you're talking about the chemical imbalance and all.
Yeah, because I don't think that's what he's saying. I don't think he's saying that if you pray, it's going to solve and fix you. I think he's saying that maybe when that anxiety flares up, it's a moment for you as a sign to go, I need God now to help me process and deal with.
Kind of like your stomach. When it starts growling, then you know, oh, I need to eat.
Exactly.
But it made me feel like I was kind of giving up on God. Like, I've been praying and it still hasn't gone away. I hope you're not upset with me if I take medication. And anyway, I did. I had to have an MRI yesterday, and a friend of mine has told me to think of a song whenever I'm anxious about something. So during that MRI, that Leanne Crawford song, Still Waters, was the song that came to my mind.
Anxiety hates Psalm 23. So just say it to yourself till you believe it.
So I sang it through like 4 or 5 times, and it really did help calm me and get me through it. And then when I got in my car, that was the first song that played. That was the song I'd been singing for 30 minutes. And then when y'all played it on the radio, it just was such a reminder to me that God is right there with us.
I appreciate you weighing in on this and sharing your story with us, so thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys.
Here, this would be fun, Rock, because that song is so powerful. Let's see if we can challenge ourselves to like ping pong back and forth and come up with the perfect anxiety playlist, okay? I'm going to go first with Phil Wickham, The Battle Belongs. All right, that's mine. What's yours? Next, go.
Well, my song has the word anxious in the title. Jeremy Camp, Anxious Heart.
I'll see your anxious heart and raise you a Peace Be Still by Hope Darst.
Fine. Bethel Music, Raise a Hallelujah. I win.
You know what? I do think you win on that one because I love that one as well. So there you go. There's 4 more songs for you to build an anxiety playlist today.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.
Uplifting Way FM. If it's trending, streaming, or starring, Betty Rock's got it on The Rock Report.
It's easy for us as the general public, the peasants, to think of the higher society as stuck up and they don't want to speak to us. But in these situations, that's not the case. People are sharing celebrity interactions they had that were super wholesome.
See, I love this because sometimes you see all the bad stuff. Celebrities get caught on a bad day and they treat somebody badly and everybody posts it. Look, this is not about me. No, listen to me. Not about me on the set of it was on the set of I Can Only Imagine 2. No, listen to me. Like, I'm not saying this because I was in that movie. I'm saying I met Milo Ventimiglia, and I had the best interaction with him, the guy from This Is Us. It could not have been better. And it wasn't just me. It was everybody he met. He was one of the kindest people I've ever met in my life.
Odd, though, that you were the only one he put a restraining order on.
Sure, there's that. But I mean, like, he exceeded every expectation that I could have possibly had of him.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, it was
with
a
us.
great experience.
I appreciate that.
What do you got?
So someone shared that with Chris Hemsworth, like, you look at Chris, he's Thor.
Yeah.
From what is it?
From Thor.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay, I can never remember.
He's Thor. From what's the thing he's in?
Thor.
He's
He's a superhero. I don't know. Anyways, he was, his daughter was, or maybe his son was getting horseback riding lessons. And so he was out there cheering on his kid. And there were some other parents there. And they said that he was trying to make some horse jokes that they didn't really understand. It didn't really land. But they said despite all that, when he was trying to explain his jokes, he came across as charming, awkward, and very kind.
Oh, that's really funny. Because, in the movies, he has it all together. But it's funny to watch him throwing up dad jokes that aren't landing.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, welcome to the rest of our lives.
The next one is Weird Al. We all love us some Weird Al Yankovic. So someone said that they saw Weird Al at his own book signing, and he made the effort to connect with each and every person that was standing in line, hundreds of people, and they said that he was trying to make jokes about sloths. I guess he was on a sloth kick.
Okay.
I don't know, and
All
so
right.
he's making all these jokes about sloths. And then finally, Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. So he was recently at a local coffee shop, and the barista, it was like her first week of working there, and she, you know how complicated it can
Sure.
get with people's orders, especially yours, Wally.
I get it.
Super complicated.
I always apologize when I order.
Well, anyways, I guess Adam Sandler put in a very complicated order. Well, she didn't know it was the Adam Sandler. She just saw Adam. And so she's trying to put it together. And then she calls out the name Adam, and he comes to pick it up. And she's like, I know I made this wrong. I know it's bad.
And he's like, it's okay. It's
He takes a sip of it, and she's like, is it okay? I can remake it. And he just gave her a thumbs up, smiled, and walked out.
Nice.
So he took it well.
I probably wasn't good. He's like, I'm not going to throw it at her.
But he could have.
Yeah, he could have
said, do you know who
Yeah.
I am?
But instead but he ended up doing the right thing. Yeah, I do love seeing like celebrities getting it right and doing good things like with people. Because again, it lands, man. Like it makes a difference in people's lives. They're like, man, that was a really cool thing. And then they talk about that. What a better thing to be known for than the tirade that you had because your coffee wasn't right, you know? All right, that's going to do it for your Rock Report. Thank you, Lady Rock. Uplifting Way FM. This is the Wally Show. And you know what? You can't control other people's actions as much as you'd like to, especially when they are related to you, as Gavin found out with his lovely wife, Haley, at church.
Yeah, we were, finishing the worship session. And when you do that, there's usually a video that goes by that introduces the series, but then it quiets down as the pastor goes up. And as he's walking up, my wife, she's got an energy drink.
Okay. Just to get through the sermon. I get it.
Oh, been there.
I get it. I've heard Nick preach.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
He
I know. We go to the same church. I love Nick. Nick's a great pastor.
He's the best. But as he's walking up in all of this quiet calm, everyone's like seeking God, and my wife opens her can.
Nice.
And everyone looks, what is this girl doing?
Yeah.
And I'm over there like, who is this?
That's where you get up and you just walk out. You're like, you know what? I need to go pray or something. I need some alone time. Yeah, that's embarrassing, actually.
It was.
Yeah, I get that. Or like they pull out that candy out of their purse, like and unwrap it, like the crinkle thing. Yeah,
the mint
stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely happened if you have an older wife, and stuff. So let's talk about this, okay? Betty Rock, why don't you set this up for us?
So I think, and the reason that he's wanting me to set this up is because I came up with this idea, and he thinks it's going to crash and burn. But I am here to tell you that it won't, because I think there's a lot of people that have been in this scenario, as Gavin, that your spouse has embarrassed you at church in a great way. Funny. You can laugh about it now.
Sure.
But I'm talking about, I want the funny stories of how your spouse embarrassed you during church.
Okay, I'm all for it. I'm down. I'm here for it. I want to see this slay.
The funnier, the better.
Okay, so what's the number?
855-33-WAY-FM. Call with your story now because Wally doesn't think that it's happened. I'm here to tell you that it is. 855-33-WAY-FM.
I want to tell you a little secret. This is us pulling back the curtain and let you see behind the curtain a little bit. Whenever I come up with an idea and we do it, and like we go to the phones, and if the phones don't ring right away, what do you sing, Betty? What do you sing? What's your song?
Don't take it personal, Wally.
No. No, Gavin, this is what she sings. Everybody hates you. Everybody hates you. Everybody hates you. Yeah. She literally does that anytime something. And it's only been like 5 seconds since I stopped talking.
No one believes that.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, let's see. If everybody hates her, everybody hates her.
Oh, I see some people calling.
I'm going to hang up. I'm going to hang up on them. Yeah, X out the phones.
855-33-WAY-FM.
All right, we'll see how this goes. Oh, there's more. What's yours, Phil?
Well, this wasn't my wife. It was my 4-year-old son. In that quiet moment, he was being rambunctious and needing to be outside and burn off some energy. So I decided, okay, the time has come to take him out. So I pick him up, turn to go down the center aisle. We're sitting near the front. Going down the center aisle, he calls out loud enough for everybody to hear, "Daddy, please don't spank me."
You know what? At least if you're at church, people around you go, yeah, good. You probably deserved it. When you're at Target, it's when people are like, do not smite your child. Do not raise your hand to your child. But at church, they're like, oh, yeah, that's how you do this.
The place erupted in laughter, and I was unable to lay a hand on him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you should have said. You should have said, I'm not going to spank you, son. I'm just going to lay hands on you.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is a time that your spouse has embarrassed you?
We were sitting in a Sunday night service, and we were sitting in the long pews, and there wasn't a lot of people in church. And he said, oh, my stomach was hurting, and I started laughing, so I started pushing on his stomach, and he said, don't push on my stomach. And I was like, why? And anyways, I pushed, and he tooted real loud, and it rattled the whole church pew, and the lady at the end of the pew looked over at him crazy, and she was an older lady, and then she started laughing.
Here's what I love about you, though. He's like, oh, baby, my stomach hurts. And your first reaction isn't to be like, I got a Tums, or, oh, baby, that's so bad. Your first reaction is to poke him.
Yeah.
Like that. I love that, you know? I really do. And so this is on you, actually. This is not him embarrassing you. You embarrass yourself on this one, and him.
I really thought he had better control than that.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
Betty Rock is challenging. Wait.
What?
I didn't mean that. I meant Betty Rock challenges me every day. But sometimes with something we call amateur first responder. Hey, it's the Wally Show on Uplifting Way FM. I fancy myself as a person that likes to get involved, likes to help out where I can. I'm an amateur first responder, no actual training, but that doesn't stop me. And so Betty Rock will give me scenarios of things that have happened to see how I would handle them maybe differently, maybe more professionally.
Yeah, well, there was a 72-year-old woman in Montana that got pinned under her riding lawnmower for 4 hours. She had been mowing her lawn. She lives out in the boonies near a lake, and there were two 14-year-old boys that were actually out fishing, saw her in her backyard pinned, and went over there to help her. So, anyways, they just moved the mower, and they saved her, and everything is fine. She just has a couple of bruises.
Oh, that's good.
But she was saying, she said she felt like she was on her last breath, which you can imagine a 72-year-old lady pinned for 4 hours. That's a lot.
Absolutely.
So for you, as the amateur first responder, if you saw this scenario and there was no one around, how would you save this woman?
And I'm by myself, and I have to lift this mower off of her? And
now, keep in mind, there's a lake nearby. Could there be some fishermen nearby? We don't know. You make the scenario.
Boy, that's tough. So if I am by myself...
You have a tackle box. Maybe you have a
well, I've got a boat because I'm fishing.
Right.
So what I'm going to try to do is attach my anchor line to the mower, and I'm going to use the motor on my boat to then try to flip it over. Now, I will try to put a towel over her so that it protects her skin, because you get older, you get cut easier.
Paper. Yeah,
your skin is like paper. And so I definitely would put a life jacket under her head.
Oh, wow, that's thoughtful.
I'd give her a fishing lure to bite down on in case things went south, and, I don't need to hear her screaming. So
you don't need that pressure?
Yeah, exactly. So you here, Imogene, just bite down on this if it gets real.
Okay, let's pretend two 14-year-old 10-year-old boys come and they're like, sir, do you need help?
Yeah, no, I don't. I got this, kids. But thank you, though. Just sit back and watch. What I want you to do is watch and take notes here. Yeah. And then I'd probably give something to Imogene to distract her.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, because I don't need her struggling or anything like that.
Okay.
So
you need her to be a dead fish.
Yeah, I would give her some of the fish out of my catch, and I'd give her a job. I'd be like, clean these fish for me.
So she's got a sharp blade in her hand now.
Yeah. So she's cleaning the fish so that she's focused on this other thing.
Wow.
So she's not going to feel what's going to happen. Okay?
Wow. Okay.
Then what I would do, because I'm full service, is once I flip it over and I extricate her, I'm going to finish by mowing her lawn.
Oh, wow. Just as an amateur first responder would do.
Yeah, for sure. Because when her family comes over for the celebration of me, I want the yard to look really good too. So there you go.
Always thinking of others.
That's how I would handle it. And that's Wally, your amateur first responder.
Well, that's the end, but it doesn't have to be. Check out our Aftercast. It's new stuff you didn't hear in the podcast. Be sure to rate us on iTunes as well as connect with us on social media. Just search Wally Show. And if you'd like to join our Facebook group made exclusively for you potties, the link is in the description of this podcast. Thanks to Colorado Christian University Online for supporting what we do.